A Trip to the Moon, or, in the original French title, Le Voyage dans la Lune, is a short film from 1902 produced, written, and directed by Georges Méliès. Méliès was a pioneering filmmaker who applied his expertise as a stage illusionist towards creating some of the most imaginative and surreal images ever captured in cinema. He made over 500 films, about 200 of which remain intact and viewable today, and inspired filmmakers from Walt Disney to Terry Gilliam and Martin Scorsese. The Smashing Pumpkins music video for their song Tonight Tonight recreates many elements from this film. A Trip to the Moon is Méliès' most celebrated work and represents one of the first significant landmarks in film as a medium for both art and storytelling. It's often referenced by film historians, and with good reason. Inspired by the 1865 Jules Verne novel From the Earth to the Moon and its 1870 sequel Around the Moon, it's also the first science fiction film. The simple story involves scientists firing themselves off in a rocket to the moon and encountering a strange civilization there. The presentation is decidedly unscientific, yet while modern science fiction contains more technical depth and goes farther than the moon, the basic premise remains a staple of the genre. It may look like a stage production, with layers of two-dimensional scenery and props, but this still took an incredible effort to pull off. There's nothing simple or cheap about it. This was so early in the development of the moving picture that no one really understood how to make a movie. Méliès invented much of the technical trickery of the film. He was using the camera to create new kinds of illusions that you couldn't do on stage. Not only were these the greatest special effects of their time, they were without precedent. The iconic image of the film is the man-faced moon with the bullet-shaped rocket sticking in his eye. Odds are most people have seen this somewhere before. The face was Méliès himself. The shot appears to have the camera move closer to the actor, but the reverse is true. The difficulty of moving the film cameras of the time meant moving the actor closer was easier. Méliès wasn't just an artist experimenting with the film camera. He ran the Film Star Company with salaried employees making films daily as their job. Business was the driving factor in the boom of early filmmaking, but the increasing costs of his art would eventually drive him out of business. At its release, hand-colored prints of A Trip to the Moon were made and distributed by Méliès. These were all thought lost until one turned up in 1993. The restored version premiered at the Cannes Film Festival in 2011. The influence of Georges Méliès' work is almost too incredible to consider today. He realized film's potential to give life and reality to the fantastic. This was groundbreaking. While it didn't happen right away, Méliès was fortunate enough to have his achievements recognized and honored in his lifetime.